Good evening, everybody. This is not yet. Good evening, everyone. This is Rabbi Karen, and we're here for our Tuesday Ma'ariv service. I'm so glad you can join us. We are on Facebook. We are on simshalom.com. We are on UJUC, YouTube. We're just all over. You can't miss us. So we have here with us tonight Ellen Roach, Toby, Sue, Rudolph, Deborah, Marvin, Joanne, and Ziona. Ziona, 2 nights in a row. I'm excited. And so we're going to get ready to begin. And I thank you all for joining us. All right, let's pull up. And we're going to begin. And I'm glad you're here with us on this chilly evening, because even in Florida, it is a chilly evening. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Siri, turn off the music. Okay. Don't like having competition. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. And now our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due forever. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. And now, as I spoke about it last evening, one of my favorite times of day is to watch a sunrise or a sunset. The brilliance of the colors, the majesty. I expect nothing less from Adonai, who divided light from dark and dark from light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach sha'arim, uvidvuna mishaneh tim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader hekochavim b'mishmaroteihem barakia kirtzono. With wisdom you open gateways, with understanding you alter times, vary the seasons and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Creator of day and night, who rolls light away from darkness and darkness from light, you cause days to pass and bring about night, distinguishing between day and night. Source of all forces is your name. Borei yom v'layla. Kolel or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or. Umavir yom umevi layla. Umavdil ben yom uvein layla. Adonai tzeva'ot shemo. El chai v'kayim tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv haravim. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah, mitzvot, laws, and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the prayer that states our creed, our beliefs, who we are. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom, forever and ever. V'ahavta, and you shall love. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently to your children. And you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you rise up, and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy, holy unto your God. And speaking of miracles, as Miriam and the women went through the marching of the Red Sea, they sang of praise. Mi chamocha balim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh norah tehilot, oseh feleh. Who is like you, O God, amongst the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried, Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Remember we talked last night about Jacob being one most beloved patriarch. Here again, Adonai redeemed Jacob. We praise you for redeeming Israel. Here, Israel is Jacob. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'achamidenu malkeinu l'chaim, uvrosh aleinu sukat shalomecha Adonai. Please bless all those who are being held in captivity. Help them to be free and come back to us in good health. Please let all those who are suffering feel your hand and good counsel. Save them. Save all who are in the way of hostility, disease, war, famine. Shelter them. Guard them with your compassion and your graciousness. Guard our going and our coming in life in peace, and for all eternity, spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai haporeh sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spreads your shelter of peace over your people Israel and over Jerusalem. Okay, let's say hi to everybody. Let's see who's here today. On Restream, we have Ziona again, Andy and Albert. And here we have Ellen, Toby, Sue, Rudolph, Deborah, Marvin, Joanne, Ziona, Sharon, Rabbi Elias, and Ellen. Welcome to all. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all staying warm wherever you are. I'm hearing about all these frigid temperatures. And yes, even here in Florida, we've been in the 50s, which is pretty cold for us. So I like your flag, Rudolph. That's real cool. All right. So good to see everybody. And let's go back to our service. Actually, I'm not going to go back to our service because I am now going to read our Devar Torah. We talked yesterday about Jacob being the beloved one, even though we could pinpoint a lot of the things he did wrong. Well, in Parsha Vayishlach, many people could be a victim of bad editing. Let me begin by telling you one of my guilty pleasures. I enjoy the Real Housewives of New York, Housewives of Atlanta, and the Real Housewives of New Jersey. But don't hold that against me. As Parsha Vayishlach begins, Jacob seeks reconciliation with his brother Esau. Jacob had taken his family in possession and is going back home. He sends angels with his message to Esau. He sends offerings to Esau, and Esau responds that he will meet Jacob and arrives with 400 men. Jacob splits his camp into two, thinking that if one camp does not survive, the other will. He then again splits his camp, handmaidens and their children first, then Leah and her children, and finally Rachel and Joseph. And Esau ran toward him and embraced him, and he fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept. Is this still the evil Esau? They cannot travel together because Jacob says his family would travel too slow for Esau and his men. Esau moves to Seir. Jacob names his new encampment Sukkot because his cattle dwelled in huts. We next read of the brothers together burying their father Isaac, who had passed. Esau goes home, and through his descendants begins the kingdom of Edom. Rabbi Noah Arno stated that as the brothers see each other, Jacob sees Esau's face. This may be the first time Jacob really sees his brother as another person, the first time he ever saw Esau's humanity and sees him as created in Adonai's image. Jacob is seeing the face of his enemy, who is his brother. Back to my guilty pleasure. Each season, the editors decide who the villain is going to be. One year, Ramona is portrayed as an alcoholic. The next year, it was Sonia. One year, Nini can't get along with anyone. The following year, it's Kenya. If you watch these shows, you know what I'm talking about. And sisters-in-law, Teresa and Melissa, can't decide year after year if they like each other or rather fight with their friend Jacqueline. Each year, the editors do what they do to make the storyline work for their way, editing. And the story presents itself in a new light with each new edit. We read Torah, Talmud, and Midrash about the evil Esau. He was a hunter, a marauder, marrying idol worshippers and threatening to kill Jacob. According to Maharat Ruth Belinsky-Friedman, Esau was the opposite of Jacob. But now he is the loving brother, crying on his brother's neck, embracing him, and later helping to bury his father. What happened? Was Esau just different and the victim of a bad edit? In Driven to Distraction by Edward Holloway, he uses the comparison of the hunter and the farmer to define an ADHD person. An ADHD person would be the hunter who could move at will, not abiding to a time schedule, with the thrill of danger always a step away. And ADHD people need to move, and hunting gives them that movement. The farmer needs to follow not only a daily schedule, but a seasonal schedule in order to maintain a good crop. This hunter certainly describes Esau, although this hunter was seen as evil. In the book Esau's Blessing by Dr. Aura Prauser, she points out that Esau is the wilderness, filled with impulsivity. Perhaps giving up his birthright for lentil stew is an act of impulsivity, for all he knew was that he was hungry. And when Jacob had stew and wanted his birthright, it was an impulsive act to his agreeing for it. And if you know someone who's ADHD, I'm going to say, yeah, that sounds about right. What lesson can we learn from Esau and how he is portrayed? Dr. Prauser says Esau can teach us lessons of what it means to find room in ourselves, our families and communities, to accommodate people who are different than ourselves. And perhaps we should not judge a book by its cover. The cover might just be a victim of bad editing. Open the book and read. Esau on the cover was the antithesis of the hero. Then he became the hero. One of the explanations I read a long time ago was because Jacob did so many things that were not considered good, that the writing of the Torah had to make Esau the bad guy so Jacob could be the good guy. Just another interpretation. Okay. And if any of you believe that, that's great. It's all open for interpretation. And now let's take a moment to listen to the prayers in our hearts and in our minds. Ose shalom bimruma, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, bimru, imru, amen. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heaven, let peace descend on all of us and all of Israel, and let us say, amen. And I'm just at the moment looking for my Mishabera prayers. Okay. So we now are going to get ready for our Mishabera prayers. So while you're typing in the names of all those who need. Oh, Andy, that's very interesting. I find that very fascinating. Andy said that I've lost myself. Hold on a minute. Okay. Andy said that Real Housewives of Atlanta used their cultural dance studio for one episode years ago, and I probably saw that. Okay, Mishabera prayers to Sid and Joyce, Boomer, Luna and Sammy, Robin, Lisa's daughter, Ronnie, Seal's daughter, Rabbi Allison's daughter, Dean, Chana bat Leola, Miriam bat Shulamit, Carrie, daughter of Bonnie, Leslie, Mindalea bat Chaya, Maxine, Marcia, Marlene bat Sylvia, Bobby, George, Stu, David, Cantor Ovadia, Rabbi Fratello, Samantha, Judy and Steve, Paul, Joel, Shana bat Shlava, Samir, and Naomi. Okay, so I'm going to look in the chat, both chats. Let's see. Sharon's mom, who's home from the hospital, Christina's mom, and her friend Heidi's future mother-in-law. All those who suffer physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Erica L&D and all other cancer patients who are terminally ill, and all those in Israel who need peace and healing. The whole country does. Stephen, Daniel, Sharon, Barbara, Stephen and Luke, Brown family, Debbie, Jake, Grace, Davy, and Joanne. All Sim Shalomers in need of refuah shlama, Devorah, Leah, Carrie, Eric, Gay, Barbara, Roy, Doug, Andy, Ellen Friedman, Al and Tracy, Granny Franny, Rabbi Deb, Rabbi Shush, all Sim Shalomers, and all of Israel. Each and every one of us and our loved ones and our loving pets. Marvin, why don't you unmute yourself and tell us who's on your list? Unmute, Marvin. Okay, go ahead.
Going on, Nelson Rispoldo, myself, my brother Howard, and that's it.
Okay, thank you. We have Ginny Botwana, the Adelson, Metzers, Goldbergs, John Ben Doris, Joanna Bot Charlie, Chava Bot Elsa, Perry Bot Ethel, survivors of causeless hatred and bigotry, IDF fighters, Eretz Yisrael, Alan Tracy, Rabbi Shush, Granny Franny, Toby, Ellen Friedman, and all Sim Shalomers who need healing. Prayers, Dorothy, Marlene, Jean, David, Bob, Kevin, Toby, Rabbi Shush, and Jimmy Carter, Joanna and her family, Granny Franny. Okay, so let's go on. Oh, that's what happened. I lost my PowerPoint. Okay, play for current slide. Okay, I am losing this. Let's see if we can do it this way. Here we go. Mishebeirach Avotenu Mechol Habraha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeirach Imotenu Mechol Habraha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Let me just add, all hostages, Israelis, IDF, and people of Gaza. Not quite sure how to pronounce that, but people of Gaza. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kimishpuchot adama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamanam. Vanachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlochim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'eman v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol ha'oretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad ushmo echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died in this season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, yalmad divrach hirutei, Yamlich malhute, bechayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, bagalav zman kariv yimru amen. Yehesh me rabba mevorach, le'olam le'olamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yiruman v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal, shmei dekudusha b'richu, le'elam mincha bechata v'shirata, tushbuchata v'nechamata, tamiram v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'rumav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here with us this evening. I hope you're staying warm and happy and healthy, because that's all important for us. And we are here for you. I don't know, 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week. I'm sort of losing track, but we're here for you. Whole bunch of different rabbis. You know we love you all, and we're glad that you're here with us. And just be well, be happy, be safe, and see you next week.
Toda rabba, Rabbi Karen.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Rabba.
Bye, toda rabba.
Bye-bye all.
Shavua tov.